Hello, Taurus, and welcome to my channel. I am Lola, your Empress of Love, and I am giving you the tea on love and romance for your October 2019 love reading. Okay, Taurus, let's get started. First card up is the Sun card. Okay, the Sun card indicates that for some of you Tauruses, um, you're not able to see that person that your heart yearns for or that person that you're interested in. For some reason, there is a distance, a separation, or it's like if your relationship is being put on ice for this time frame. Um, and if you are not experiencing this at this time, Taurus, some of you will be in the month of October. Some of you will be extending this separation from September and it will continue into October. Okay? The next card up you have is the Eight of Cups, Taurus. And the Eight of Cups indicates that within your relationship, it may be as if, for some of you, as if things are great or perfect or wonderful. Um, that's in thought because um, since you have the Eight of Cups in reverse, that's telling me that this is what you want. You want a perfect relationship. You want a good relationship. But that's not how things are going for some of you Tauruses. It's as if you're, um, I want to say that even if it appears that your relationship is good, behind closed doors, you know that that's not the case. Um, and you're having a hard time walking away from that because, as I said, it would appear as if things are great, wonderful, and that you have it all, but deep inside, you don't feel that. You don't feel that things are where you want them to be. You don't feel that it's what you want in terms of a relationship, and you want to walk away, but I want to say that either some of you don't have the courage to walk away or you're not certain if you should walk away, but um, you're finding yourself with an inability to walk away from what you feel is not as ideal as it appears. Um, but I will say that any card that is in the reverse can be turned around. So I would say because you're drawing this card, some of you Tauruses, it is time for you to make a decision on how to fix this, to make it as what it is appearing to be, to live in that truth and not have it be a facade where someone on the outside may be looking and thinking that things are good or better than what they are in terms of how you're feeling. For some of you Tauruses, um, um, it's as I said, you're not feeling what is being shown to the public, so to speak. But at the same time, you're not having the courage to walk away and to get it fixed. Okay? Some of you may be deciding that you're going to go get help for this broken relationship. Um, and some of you may be thinking about going to get help, but not having the courage to go and get help. And this Eight of Cups in reverse is calling you to take self-inventory and see if it is indeed time for you to walk away, and if it's indeed time for you to muster up that courage that's required of you to really examine the relationship and live the truth of the relationship, because this card would tell me that some of you Tauruses aren't living in the truth of your relationship not working out. In other words, this is a relationship that may not have um, any kind of you may not be arguing, so to speak, but there's no fireworks in terms of there's no real substance to the relationship. You're not really having the thing that it seems like you have to the outside world. You're faking it, but you're not making it, okay? And this card is calling you to do whatever it is that you need to do, including walk away, to make things the way that you want them to be, okay? And the next card up, um, it's from the Q&E deck, the Quick and Easy Tarot deck. It's the Nine of Wands. And in the gold, it is in the upright. The blue, it would be in the reverse, but you got it in the gold. And what this card says, because it has the words right here on the front, I'm going to go ahead and read that to you. It says, be on the defensive. Prepare for an assault. Keep resources in reserve. You'll be surrounded by trouble. You will feel emotionally and physically tired from constant conflict and setbacks in your life. No easy answers, but inner strength and perseverance will see you through. No matter how bad it gets, you must reach the end. Okay? So this card is telling you, Tauruses, that it is time to buckle down and get ready for the long haul, to pretty much fight this out to the end in terms of what it is that you want and need for your relationship, because it seems like things aren't going your way, and that as I said, the first card that you had here, the Sun card, indicated that there's separation for many of you Tauruses, and that you're not able to see that person that you want to see, and that your relationship is it feels like it's put on ice for now. And the thing that you had envisioned, or that you may have wanted for your relationship or for your partnership, it is not working out the way that you had envisioned it. And again, like I said, you're not um, dealing with things the way that they truly are. I mean, it's looking one way, but you know the truth that it is not the way that it seems. But then you have the moving on card, and that is in the reverse. And this card comes from the John Holland Psychic Tarot deck. Okay? And this moving on card really is saying to you that because it's in the reverse position, that some of you Tauruses aren't willing to face the fact that it may be time to move on. It could be moving on, as I said, in terms of you moving in a direction to get help. If you want to maintain this relationship on the level in which you're presenting it to be, then you may need to get help. But because it's in a reverse position, someone is reluctant to get help, or they're not moving in that direction, and they're kind of like just lying in the mess of deception, and not really dealing with the fact that things aren't the way that they seem. But this card, as I said, any card that is in reverse can be turned around. And if you turn this card around, the moving on card is indicating that it is time to move on, get a grip on what it is that you want, do self inventory, and check things out, and check yourself out. Check out your relationship with you. See what's going on with you. See why is it that you are allowing things to appear one way, and knowing that the experience that you're having, it's not that way. It's almost like if when you're driving and you have that side mirror and it says things appear, objects appear closer than what they are. That's what I'm getting here for some of you Tauruses with this love and romance for October. It's as if things just simply aren't what they seem to be. Okay, but with the moving on card, again, it's time for you to start to pay attention to what it is that you truly want, and to um, pursue that thing, and even to examine the relationship that you're in to see if it can produce what you want. Okay, um, so that's what the moving on card is telling you, with it being in the reverse position. It is telling you to turn that around and to get moving on getting what it is that you want for your love life. Then you have, from the Doreen Virtue deck, the Romance Angels Oracle cards. This is what the box looks like. Well, that was the book, but that's what the box looks like. But you have stay optimistic about your love life, okay? And it says positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. However, Taurus, you have it in the reverse position, which tells me that some of you aren't embracing your love life with a positive attitude. This card, as I said, any card that is in reverse can be turned around. And what this card is calling you to do is to envision what it is that you want for your love life. Even if you have to pull out your pad and pen and write down what it is that you want in your love life and call it to you, do your affirmations, and saying, I deserve the best relationship. Even examine, as I said before, your relationship with yourself. This card also indicates that some of you need to employ self-love. Start to have a relationship with yourself and learn to love yourself first, so that you can then draw and attract that perfect love to you that you may want to have. Um, Look inside yourself, and as I said, take out that vision board and start to physically write out what it is that you want. Get your pen and pad and write out how you want your relationship to be. Even if you're currently in a relationship, how do you want things to change to suit the thing that you want? And if you find that it's not measuring up, then you're going to go here to this moving on card and turn this around and do just that. Move on, including moving on if you have to go get counseling. But if that doesn't work, then move on. Move on to, maybe even if you have to spend some time with just you and getting to know what it is that you truly want, and to not chase something that isn't working for you, but to embrace the thing that is working for you. Okay? Next up, you have the ARC cards, which the A is for amethyst. Okay? And two cards came out on this one. You got the nurturer and the leader. And then you have the rose, which that's what the A is for. And it says worries about. And then you have the T in the art, which is the turquoise, and you have the past, isolation. Now, the way that these cards are read is that you read straight across the title, then you read the middle part, which is the message, and then on the bottom is the part that reads like a poem. Okay, and with the turquoise, you pull two cards on that one too. So I'm gonna go ahead and read all of them together. Bear with me with my reading. Um, Sometimes it's my reading out loud isn't always the best, but I'll try to do the best I can so I'm not so choppy with it, but to make it where you can get a clear understanding. Um, the nurturer, the leader, worries about the past, isolation. Make it obvious that you know how to meet your partner's need for loving acceptance and security. Develop trust, behave nobly, and take a leadership role in organizing events that put you in the best position to avoid anxious thinking based on fear of error. Criticism must be used only constructively and to examine and overcome limiting habits and attitudes formed as protective reactions to painful events in the past. Keep your distance to avoid being overwhelmed. Now it is not wise for you to get too close to another. Now I'm going to read the portion that reads like a poem. To make your home a sweet love nest, act like a parent who knows best. Your loved one's needs should be your own. Let me start over. To make your home a sweet love nest, act like a parent who knows best. Your loved one's needs should be your own. Bless them with your hearth and home. You'll know a love that's oh so rare, an unconditional love to share. The one you want has gone astray, so take control and lead the way. Your proud example is the cure. Your words and actions will endure. Share your wealth and wherewithal, for one who leads must follow all. You'll suffer when words criticize. Your love they'll surely paralyze. Hostile acts disguised as love are hawks pretending to be doves. Worry is not good for your health. The stress won't let you be yourself. Habits born of hurts long past can grow like weeds that choke the grass. Lessons that you still learn, lessons that you still must learn into a different form will turn. What we learned when we were young can help or hurt in the long run. But if you get too sensitive and feel the pain of all who live, put distance between yourself and strife and just pursue the quiet life. When things and people cloud your mind, it's best to leave them for a time. Okay. I hope my reading wasn't too choppy and that you could understand that. Give me some feedback on that. Be kind. Like the videotape stores used to have the wording that would say when you rewind your tape, be kind, rewind. I welcome constructive criticism. I welcome comments, but just be kind. Okay? Thanks. Um, the last card is what I'm going to use for the outcome card as it relates to this love and romance reading. And that is the strength card from a deck that is called the Vice Versa Tarot deck. And with this deck, it comes with a book. And with these cards, they have what is called this side and that side. You got that side. And what that side is telling you, this is the strength card. And what the strength card is saying as it relates to that side is that it is time for you to face your demons, okay? It's time for you to face your demons or face that devil or your shadow side, because it's letting you know that even though you see the devil there in the card right there, her infinity sign on her head is still lighting up. And in her darkest time, because you can't see the sun because it's hidden by the devil standing in the way there. So her infinity sign above her head is the only light that's in the card here. It's lighting the way, which is saying that no matter what, within you, you have everything that it takes for you to achieve anything that you set out to achieve. And this card is saying that even though you may have some demons that you may need to face, you have the inner strength to endure and to make it through to the other side and to get to where it is that you want to be. And because this is a love and romance reading, that you have the strength to get that relationship that you want, and to get and have the relationship that 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 uh may be being exhibited to the public, but you know within your heart of hearts that that's not what's really going on. But this card is saying to you, some of you Tauruses that this may resonate with, that you have the strength to get the relationship that you want. And the only way for you to make it is, you can't go around the situation. You have to go through it. So what you have to do is just pay attention to what it is that you want and go for it. Hold on to what you believe in and know that you can too make it through to the other side, because you have the strength. You have the strength to do what it is that you want to do and to have what it is that you want to have, and to have that perfect relationship and not fake the funk any longer with the Eight of Cups in the reverse. And for this person that you may be not being able to see at this time, or the relationship that's somewhat put on ice, even if you're together with this person, for some of you Tauruses, you're the Tauruses that I'm talking to, and that this reading should be resonating with, would be the people that are in a relationship but things aren't working the way that you want them to work, or they're not working the way that people think that they are. For instance, people may see you and think that you're the most wonderful couple, but you know behind closed doors there's nothing really happening, and that it's really an icy situation, and it's ran cold, it's ran its course. And that's what this card is talking about. It's talking about that things are at its end, and that even though you may have a relationship or a marriage that is intact. It is not intact. Um, and you're at the place where you're no longer wanting to fake the funk. You're ready to walk away. You're wondering if you should walk away or just how to get things spiced up again. And as I said, some of you may decide to go and get help with counseling or what have you, or even some of you may be in a situation where someone is at a distance and it's maybe a long distance relationship and you're wondering, should I continue this? You may be saying to your friends, oh, things are wonderful, but you're getting sick of waiting. Um, you may have someone that might be behind bars and you're getting tired of waiting because it's not getting better and it's not peachy keen the way that you're presenting it or the way that people may think or the way that you may want them to think. But this card that's urging you to stay optimistic even though it's in the reverse, you can turn it around. And it's telling you that with positive thinking um, and having faith, it'll bring the romance that you truly want. And you will no longer have to live that facade of a um, fake relationship or a relationship that's just not producing. That's the bottom line. It's just not producing. It's just not producing. So I think that that's about it at this time for this reading. Um, for those of you that would like a um, personal reading, if this reading has resonated with you in any kind of way and you want a little more detail or a lot more detail about your particular situation, you can go to www.whatsthettarot.com and book your personal reading. I do all of my readings by phone. I offer same day readings. Um, as I said, I welcome your comments. I would greatly appreciate it if you hit the like button, if you subscribe, if you already haven't, um, then do so. Also, when you go to www.whatsthettarot.com, check out our donation button. We have a nonprofit organization. It is a children organization, and we are launching our uh, Images Everything Yo program, which is a good hygiene and etiquette program. And we are trying to get funds together for um, our goodie bags for the participants in the program. We want to give them a parting gift of goodie bags that would consist of good hygiene products like uh, body wash, um, a loofah, toothbrush, toothpaste, brush, comb, um, deodorant for certain, um, body splash. Uh, let's see what else are we putting in there. Water bottle, T-shirt, and other items that would help with good hygiene and um, would be a part of the etiquette program. So it's a twofold program in one where we will have a professional etiquette coach come in that will work with the clients or the participants in the program, um, teaching them about the proper etiquette in fine dining. They will have a fine dining experience, and we're looking forward to the launch of this program. And we're asking if you can, and you're led to make a donation. This is what we will do with the proceeds of your donation. Um, so keep us in mind when you're thinking of making a donation. It doesn't matter how small or how large. We welcome all donations. Um, so again, I would thank you in advance for hitting the like button, subscribing, and for booking your personal reading if you would like to get more details on what's going on with you Tauruses in the month of October in your love and romance category. So that's about it. Until next time, I'll say ciao for now.